Greetings, this is Chris Haywood with Enjoyment.com, and I'm coming to you with our very first vlog posting. So I want to thank you for making history with me. Today we're going to talk about how we can simplify your life to regain your health. Okay, now we live today in a society that believes society in itself is linear and that it is in constant progression. Now, I would be devil's advocate to that and say life is more like a cycle, and that just because we could fly planes and do things like this broadcast over the internet does not necessarily mean we are better or are living better than 2,000, 3,000 years ago. Why do I say this? Because today we are living in a society that can do amazing things with technology, but we have become disconnected with our Mother Nature, and our health is taking a big hit because of this. So, I want to talk about reconnecting with our Mother Nature. Now, if your mother was anything like my mother, your mother was the first teacher you had, and your mother was the first nurturer you had. And when you fell off that bike or when you got sick, it was your mother who would come in and who would console you and who would hold you and who would nurse you back to health. And just like our human mother nursed you back to health, our divine Mother Nature can do the same thing if you let it. Okay? If you let her do what she wants to do. But again, because of technology, we feel we can outdo Mother Nature. And this is just not the case. So again, we're going to simplify your life right now. Okay, now the mark of genius is to be able to take something very complex and to simplify it in something organized and small. An example of this is Albert Einstein's relative theory. He was able to take that theory and sum it up in E=mc squared. Okay, so that's just an example. We know simple is better. Okay, again, with so much in the media, movies, and whatnot, it's an overload of information. So all the things that I'm going to introduce to you is not my own. All the information that I'm going to present to you is ancient information. Okay, and it's these are things that have been put into place years and years ago. Okay, and so I'm just trying to, I guess, turn on the light, I guess. But the information is been out there. Okay, so I'm going to introduce 3 things to again simplify your life and get you back on track with your healthy lifestyle. And the first thing we want to do is we want to get you back on a primarily plant-based diet. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a vegetarian, but let me for a moment get you to play with the concept of why a plant-based diet is superior to a paleo diet, a high protein, low protein, any kind of diet you can throw out there. So, a raw foods diet is beneficial in terms of that it maintains the nutrients that are in the food. Now, I want you to remember this concept. It's not about what you eat, it's about what you can absorb. Now, the science tells us that when we cook food, it damages the food. It damages the nutrients and it damages the digestive enzymes in the food. And again, it's not what you eat, it's what you absorb. Okay, so by eating cooked food, okay, we are not getting the proper nutrition that we so think, and we are actually using our own enzymes when we should be using the enzymes in the food. Now, there are 3 kinds of enzymes. There are digestive enzymes, there are metabolic enzymes, and there are live food enzymes, which are in our food. We want to use the enzymes that are in the food, okay, because if we constantly tap into our own enzymes, we can deplete them. Okay, we have a limited source of enzymes. Okay, and again, enzymes help carry on a number of metabolic functions in the body. Anything you can think of is from metabolism, and whatnot is carried on by enzymes. Okay, so we want to get you to start looking at food from a micronutrient paradigm. So I want you to start thinking of food in terms of vitamins and minerals instead of fats, proteins, and calories. Okay, if you do so, if you eat foods that are high in micronutrients, okay, things like vitamin A, B, K, beta carotene, flavonoids, riboflavin, all those things, the calories kind of take care of itself. Okay, do you plan on counting calories the rest of your life? Do you plan on drinking a shake for the rest of your life? Okay, so allow me to introduce you to some things that you can do for the rest of your life. Okay, now plant-based diet is superior in terms of it's going to maintain the nutrients, it's going to be lower in calories, you're going to live longer, and you're going to maintain your ideal health naturally. Okay, so we want to get you on a plant-based diet. Alright, so let's take a step back from the microwave. Let's take a step back from the stove. Let's take a step away from even living in a microwave society and wanting our results to come in the form of a package or a pill. Okay, I get approached all the time from people trying to get me to sell their shakes and their pills, and not to knock their hustle, but you just can't do Mother Nature. An example of this is moringa. After you watch this video, I want you to research moringa. Moringa has 7 times the vitamin C of oranges. It has 4 times the vitamin A of carrots. It has 4 times the calcium of milk. It has 3 times the potassium of bananas. That's just one example of superfood. Other superfoods are apple cider vinegar, raw organic coconut oil, blue-green algae, raw cacao. These are just a few examples of how nature has given us everything we need to succeed. All you need to do is connect with that source, and then everything will take care of itself. Illness will take care of itself. Your ideal body weight will take care of itself. Alright? Now, we're going to get you on the plant-based diet. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get you to start listening to your body. Now ask anybody who has high blood pressure or had a heart attack or cancer, and a lot of times they'll tell you that they've had multiple signs that the body was at a state of disharmony and disease. Okay, and there are things that happen to us every day that we just don't look at. Some of these things are headaches, acne, chronic exhaustion, being tired all the time, anemia, high cholesterol, diabetes. Even when you eat food that has no nutrients in it, and you get the itis and you become sleepy, that's a sign that you put no life into you. And you get tired because your body must draw upon its own life force just to digest the food. Okay? So I want you to turn your eyesight inward and pay attention to the signs that your body is not at a state of disharmony. Okay? We have become so disillusioned with our body is that we see these signs and we ignore them. Okay, and your body is going to give you a sign, and it's up to you to pay attention and recognize the sign. Okay, so don't be subtle, or don't just accept the fact that you're on medication right now, or that you just have a certain health problem. I want you to challenge that and put Mother Nature to the test, and I guarantee 99 out of 100 times Mother Nature will provide for you. So the last thing I want you to do is I want you to educate yourself. And this is very important. Alright? Two type of things at the same time, and you might not be successful. If you have availability and you have desirability, and those things are together, a lot of times you'll fail. Let me give you an example. If your favorite food is cheesecake, and you have cheesecake in the house, so you have that available to you, and you have the desirability of cheesecake, okay, and you put those together, 9 times out of 10 you're going to eat that cheesecake. So first, obviously, we want to remove those things out of the way. We want to take away the availability. But then we need to educate ourselves into the point where we don't even desire these foods. Okay, and I'm going to give y'all a couple examples of this. This is a book by Scott Whitaker. It's called Medicine. Okay, and it's a great book talking about genetically modified foods. It's talking about how the healthcare industry is really all about money. It talks about how the same people who were in concentration camps have renamed themselves and are now a part with the Rockefellers and in the healthcare industry. It talks about just all types of things that you need to know to save you and your family. Again, this is called Medicine, and it's by Dr. Scott Whitaker. I highly recommend this. It should be right next to your spiritual book or your Bible. And the next piece that I want to recommend is the Raw Foods Bible by Dr. K.I.S.S. This is a great book for people who want to learn how to take this lifestyle serious. It has recipes, and it has abundant of information that is not too over your head. It's not too much, using too many big words or anything like that, but it's going to introduce the concepts to you that you need to live this lifestyle. So again, Medicine by Scott Whitaker and Raw Foods Bible by K.I.S.S. Just to reiterate, we live in a society that is too complex. Everybody thinks they have the way to achieve optimum health. And what I'm saying to you is there's a way that works, that has been implemented and has been proven for thousands of years. Okay, and if you would just reconnect to that source, to your mother nature, and listen, then you will be able to maintain your ideal body weight and to live a long, healthy life, so you can worry about other things. So you can worry about your family, you can worry about your business, you can worry about your school, and other things like that. Again, my name is Chris Haywood with Enjoyment.com. Please subscribe to the video and subscribe to the website. All I need is your email, and you'll be able to keep up to date with the recipes and workouts that I send out. All right, y'all have a great day. Peace.